My humble pranams at the holy feet of revered Lalaji Maharaj, revered Babuji Maharaj, revered Charinji Maharaj, revered Daji Maharaj, all the elders of our mission, and my best wishes to all of my brothers and sisters, Abhyasis. Today, I would like to read one of the most interesting, inspirational, divine message from Rev. Babuji Maharaj. Before that, I would like to read a small story, inspirational story, and then go for reading the divine message with your kind permission. Now, this story is most interesting, and you see even how the human beings are caught in this world of grossness. And the thing is, everyone, as Babuji said, the mission method, this what we are practicing, Raja Yoga, modified version of Raja Yoga. The method is very simple. To realize God, it is the simplest thing, anything, more than anything in this world. But we have complicated it because we have been habituated to such superstitions from the childhood. So we have complicated, we made it a complex that we cannot reach the ultimate condition. But it is very simple. Babuji says, to lift a needle, a person brought one crane. Like that, human beings are like that. So just they have to turn towards spirituality and to the divine master, then everything will become easiest thing. And it is when we turn our attention completely on the master, divine master, his work will be very, very easy to lift, give us progress, and take us to the ultimate condition of reality. So this story and the message is also, the story will convey the idea of what I have told you of Babuji Maharaj. So let me read the story and go to the message. The story goes like this. A gentleman was walking through an elephant camp, and he spotted that the elephants weren't being kept in cages or held by the use of chains. They were not kept in the cage, nor they were not chained. If they are chained, they cannot escape. To break the chain is very difficult, isn't it? So that is not there. All that was holding them back from escaping the camp was a small piece of rope tied to one of their legs. You see the fun, huh? The humorous thing. One of the legs, a small rope was tied by the owner of the elephants. Small, tiny rope. That's all. So how it works, how it controls the elephant without escaping from there. That is a wonderful thing. See that here we can understand, we can know. And okay, all that was holding them back from escaping the camp was a small piece of rope tied to one of their legs. As the man gazed upon the elephants, he was completely confused as to why the elephants did not just use their strength to break the rope and then escape from the camp. That is also one thing. Small rope is tied one of the legs of the elephants, each elephant. Then the elephant is very mighty. So strength, it has a lot of strength, it can break it within no time, the rope, and then escape. But they don't do it. Why? That is a question. Then what happened? And tried to they could not easily have done so, but instead they didn't try at all to escape. They don't try at all. Okay, as if they were chained. They don't try at all. Curious and wanting to know the answer, that person asked a trainer nearby why the elephants were just standing there and never tried to escape. And that particular gentleman, he asked the trainer, why is elephant so mighty, weighty, heighty? So why they don't escape by breaking the small rope? What is the reason behind that? He asked the trainer. The trainer replied. What he replied? When they are young, when the elephants are young and much smaller, we use the same size rope to tie them, and at that stage it's enough to hold, it is enough to hold them. When the elephants were small, baby elephants, they used to tie one of the legs with a small rope, and that was working. The baby elephant won't escape. As they grow up, see, elephants grow up, they are conditioned to believe they cannot break away. See, even when the elephants grow into a bigger size, become adult, even then they think mentally that they cannot escape because they are tied by this small rope. They don't know that. But that is the superstition. Like in the childhood, our ancestors, our parents, grandparents will say, hey, if you don't obey this one, if you don't do that, if you don't do mischief, if you don't make mistakes in your studies, God is there, he will come and poke your eyes, you will become blind. So like that, they will bring up the child. So when they become adult also, there is in the temple, that is God, that God will do it. Means even they become adult, they are used to it. Then also they run to the temples and worship the deity, the image, the stone, thinking that it is the God. He is living in that stone, in that image. So that is the superstition, isn't it? So here also the elephants think that when they are very young and much smaller, we use the same size rope, tie them, and at that age, it is enough to hold them. Okay. To control the elephants from running helter and skelter, from escaping from the camp, in their camp. Baby elephants, they will tie their leg with a small rope. As they grow up, they are conditioned to believe they cannot break away. Even they become adult, matured elephants, big elephants, even then, their superstition, their blind belief that rope is, their leg is tied with the rope and they cannot escape. You see. So believe they cannot break away. They believe the rope can still hold them. Okay. They never try to break free. They never try to break free. They will never become free. They won't try to escape from the camp because they are tied. That is the thing. The only reason that the elephant weren't breaking free and escaping from the camp was that over time they adopted the belief that it just wasn't possible. Even to become elder means adult. The poor elephants, they think that they cannot escape from the camp because of the rope, small rope. So no matter how much we can understand, no matter how much the world tries to hold you back, always continue with the belief that what you want to achieve is possible. Believing you can become successful is the most important step in actually achieving it. Understand? So we have to leave all this superstition. So we should not allow all this blind superstition, thinking that still those gods and goddesses will haunt us, will chase us, and sometimes will kill us. So we should not. So therefore, we have to leave that superstition in the childhood. The elderly people will say, if you go to the terrace, if you go to that place dark, there are devils, ghosts that will catch you. It will be very, very horrifying ghosts, spirits. So in the childhood, we believe what they say. But that should not continue when we become adult, even adult. So we have to use our common sense. That is to control us from doing mischief or going away somewhere, missing. They will use such techniques. Either God or ghost. They will use the technique, elderly people. But unfortunately, after becoming adult also, we are afraid of the darkness because some ghosts will come. Some people will, in the darkness when they are walking, they will look back because some ghost will come and then hit them. So this is how the superstition, blind thinking, that will chase from the childhood to the adult age also. That should we have to use our discretion and we have to shun, we have to remove that superstition. So we have to think what is truth, reality of God or the ghost. So we have to think, that is what it is said. Now let me read the message of Babuji Maharaj. Babuji Maharaj said, to impart spirituality really takes no time for a guide of high caliber. Like my master, Babuji says, it is nothing. A personality, divine personality, like Babuji Maharaj, he can take any seeker, any abhyasi, any non-abhyasi also, within no time to the destination, to the ultimate, and leave them there to the ultimate. But why? The great masters, they are not able to take us. That is another question. For that, Babuji says, the time is mostly spent in effecting the making of the abhyasi. Okay. No time. Within no time they can, Babuji can take, or Lalaji can take any human being to the ultimate condition, or any abhyasi to the ultimate condition. We should proceed with our abhyas with faith and devotion. That's why. But that is not possible to take immediately. That we cannot hold that condition. So we have through abhyas only we can reach that. and the thing desired will come to us by itself. By doing abhyas, practice, we should not have any second thought, doubts or confusions or any such things, such hallucinations. We should not have all those things. The problem, so whether I will reach the ultimate or not, no, all these things are useless, bullshit. So we have to do abhyas, go on doing abhyas, then that will be revealed itself. The ultimate itself will reveal to us during our abhyas, and that is what Babuji says. But what happens? Often, Babuji says, often people ask me to infuse into the godly force or energy up to the highest degree all at once. That is the problem with abhyas, is what Babuji says. Because the moment a person enters into the mission, gets initiated, that person, so after sitting from the preceptor and start doing meditation, practice, then he gets, naturally every abhyasi will have some experience, the divine experience during his beginning of his sadhana. But most of the abhyasis, they want to reach the ultimate immediately, overnight. So that is the thing what they will demand from the master, divine master. What master can do? He cannot take them immediately to the ultimate reality or absolute and leave them. It is impossible to do it. Only through abhyas only, through practice only, and abhyasi slowly evolve and reach the ultimate. So that is what Babuji is telling. Often people ask me to infuse into them the godly force or energy up to the highest degree all at once. You see how foolish we are. Simply, this sentence, it denotes, it gives the answer for our problem. Why we are not able to reach ultimate condition within no time? So why we don't reach? Or the beginners, why they don't reach? Because it is not possible. So that's why, to be frank, Babuji says, to be frank, I am always eager to do so. You see, even Babuji Maharaj, he wants to take us immediately to the ultimate condition. Nothing. A beginner he will take. But he is also having eager to take. But what is between? What is stopping him to take us immediately in a short time to the ultimate condition? But to my regret, I seldom find the necessary capacity in the abhyasi. There is no capacity in the abhyasi. Without a capacity, how he can take us to the ultimate condition? Even in worldly things also, when if I want to become a doctor, so I have to study 7 years that medical science subject. Only then I will be fit to be a doctor after finishing the course. Otherwise, how can I become a doctor? It is a course. I have to pass through the course. So like that, this spirituality also, like that only. We have to struggle, we have to practice. Only then we can reach the ultimate condition by the grace of the master. So therefore, the capacity we have to develop to progress and reach. The delay caused is only on account of that deficiency. Babuji is telling, he is not having any deficiency. He can take anybody to the highest condition, even animal. Perhaps he has that power, ultimate power. But only the inability, in the sense, incapacity with the abhyasis. They cannot. Babuji said, he has given 1 second the ultimate condition to an abhyasi. in olden times, in the beginning. Then Abhyasi, 1.5 months, he was completely bedridden. And Babuji was afraid and took all the cares to save that Abhyasi. You see, it is not possible. So therefore, the delay caused is only on account of the deficiency, and for that I cannot be blamed as a miser by any means. Please don't think that I am a miser. I am not giving the spiritual property, treasure to you, spiritual conditions to you. I am not a miser. I have a lot of treasure. What he says, if you can, you loot it and go away. he has brought down himself, and he is, Babuji said, if you have that capacity to steal, you can steal all, entire property, the treasure of spirituality from me, and I will not interfere, I will not punish you. You can take it. But who can do it? That's another question. So in the same manner he is saying, the delay caused is only on account of the deficiency of the Abhyasi, and for that I cannot be blamed as a miser by any means. I am prepared to give, but you are not taking. What shall I do? That is what Babuji Maharaj is telling. All that I possess is for all humanity, for plight for even for the greatest master. He had come all the way from the Bhuma ultimate reality or the center. So he came all the way to take all the humanity to the ultimate condition, but he is unable to take them because of their incapacity. So he says, what I can do? If you don't deserve, what I can do? I cannot take you. So that is the thing. All that I possess is for all humanity. I possess whatever treasure, spiritual treasure is only for you, for the humanity. I am bound by the sacred pledge given to my master, and as a Guru Dakshana, he has given Guru Dakshana, he has promised to his master also, Lalaji Maharaj, that he will take everyone to the ultimate condition, all the humanity. But what to do? He says, when Chariji Maharaj, he asked once Babuji Maharaj, anybody reached the ultimate condition, final? Means Babuji said, one or two. Because it is impossible for even for the ultimate being like the Lord, even the Lord, Babuji Maharaj, divine personality, even the God, it is impossible for, in the sense, he is not able to take the human beings, the abhyasis to the ultimate condition. What to do? So he has to wait. That is the thing. I am bound by the sacred pledge given to my master as Guru Dakshina to spread spirituality far and wide without any reserve or distinction. That is the Lalaji Maharaj said to Babuji Maharaj, you should impart the spiritual knowledge. This thing means spiritual knowledge. Our mission and method, you have to spread to throughout the world, throughout the humanity. So that is the thing what Lalaji Maharaj has taken pledge from Babuji Maharaj. So spread the spirituality far and wide without any reserve or distinction. I am doing it now and will go on with it all my life. Babuji did whatever he wanted to do, to take the human beings to the ultimate condition. He did it throughout his life. Okay. You must know, however, be disappointed. Though he faced a lot of disappointment, because nobody is deserving to receive that ultimate condition, to go to that ultimate condition. Everybody is lacking. They have their own inefficiency. They have their own defects or any drawbacks. They are not able to grasp. They are not able to receive whatever Babuji wants to do. We receive only little. We are not able to receive whatever he gives. So that was that he feels. He felt sorry when he was in physical existence. He felt sorry. What is this? So that is what is spirituality and the master. So if you have really interested, you must not, however, be disappointed. If you have really entrusted your case to me, I promise my full support for your perfection, provided you to do the needful. He is writing to the Abhyasi this one. Reply. He says, if you are prepared to reach, progress up to that level, I don't have any objection. But you should have necessary deservancy. Without that, no, everybody cannot send to moon or Mars, astronaut. Some people only will have that. They will prepare, and they should also cooperate with the scientists. Only then they can become fit. Rather, they can reach the moon or the Mars. They will have that capacity. But without any capacity, they cannot send each and every human being to the moon or Mars. Like that, Babuji, he is lamenting. He is telling, you see, I have so much spiritual treasure, even then, nobody is prepared to cooperate with me to that extent. So we have to mold ourselves. We have to, in the practice or in getting moderation, we have to mold ourselves. We have to become more and more deserving. That is, we have to do a sadhana. Still perfectly. Still, we have to go near and near. We have to cooperate with Master, so that it will become easier for the Master to take us and leave us at our destination. Okay, that's all. I take leave from you. Om Shanti. Let us meet again. Till then, have a nice, wonderful and divine day. Om Shanti.